Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen for review, and this is the newer Esterbrook Cosmic Wine. And I am a little bit of a sucker for diamond dust or diamond cast material, and this is one of those pens. So first off, what I want to do though is show you is that Esterbrook were also giving it away with these very large paper clips with these medallions there. So I thought that was actually a really nice touch as well. So you can see there the Cosmic Wine Charm pack of 3 there. And it is literally just a paperclip with 3 charms on it. So I was glad that I was able to pick that up. And of course, I got the pen as well. So I have bought this pen. I have added it to my collection. So I think let's remove the outer sleeve. And you will see the Esterbrook box. Now, this is a cloth sort of like finished box. Some of the Esterbrook's actually have a magnetic closure. This one does not. It does have a tassel and a pull drawer. So first off here, you have the Esterbrook pens, and there's an activation code as well for warranty. We have a short international cartridge. If I just lift that bed up, is there anything underneath it? No, there is not. But you do have the pen. So I think just remove the box there, and I will show you this pen in all its glory. So this is called the Esterbrook Estie, and it's the Cosmic Wine. And I have to say that I did fall in love with this. It's not just a diamond cast material which has real diamond dust in it, but you can see there it has a whole load of colours in that sparkle. And to me, that just makes it look very similar to a Radon-like finish, but much, much smaller particles there. But you can see here that there are some larger particles around that pen, and it just sparkles. You can even see it around the base of the cap there. It just really is a beautiful pen. So I am a little bit of a sucker for these diamond cast material pens, so I had to pick this one up. So this is the Esterbrook Estie. It is the oversized version of that pen, and I have to say I am really liking the look of this pen. So it is a cigar shape, like with all Esterbrook Esties. It tapers down here to the cap finial, tapers out to the body, or where the cap meets the body. You have the Esterbrook logo there. There isn't a cap band. You do have a clip which is functional but quite stiff. The body then tapers down to what would be the end cap there. If I unscrew the cap, you'll see it has Esterbrook there, and the date as well, 1858. So this is a really, really interesting pen for me. It has threads here. The nib is a steel nib. It's a, I believe it is a Yovo nib that these actually have. If I unscrew the body here, you will find a converter which plugs in. I haven't inked that up yet, but you can see there that converter, and it is also branded Esterbrook, as you can see there on that metal sleeve. So I do like cartridge converters. I do find they are much, much easier to clean. I have a lot of piston filling pens. I have a lot of power vac filling and pneumatic filling pens, but if you want to clean a pen quickly, then a cartridge converter, you can't get more simplistic than that. In terms of the size, in my hand, this is actually a really good size. Can I post the cap? I can. It doesn't post deeply, but it does post fairly securely there. It will wobble around a little bit though, you can see there, but again, I'm not a cap poster. I always say this. I rarely post my caps on the back of pens. I only do it if the pen is too short for me and then I feel that I do need a longer pen, then I will post that cap. But the length of the pen, the size, the weight of the pen, it actually feels quite weighty. I would say that the metal threads here on the body and also the metal threads here on the section add quite a bit of weight. Not a huge amount, but it does add weight to the lower part of the pen. So it makes sure that the pen isn't back weighted, which is good. So even if you were to post a cap, then you wouldn't find it back weighted. But I really do like this pen. So this is a pen that I saw and I realized quite quickly that I was going to have to pick up. Now, you do have this clutch spring mechanism here. So if I just try to twist the cap or twist the body, it's not going to screw in. You've got to push it in and twist, and then it will engage and then lock, which is quite an interesting mechanism. Not everybody like it because sometimes it can be a little bit problematic if you're not pushing and twisting. You're having to do two things at the same time. For me, I don't typically find it a problem. I actually do like it. And the reason why they do that is that there is an inner cap here that will actually seal off the nib and stop the nib from drying out. So you should find that you can go for longer periods of time between writing sessions and not have the nib dry out. So I think with that, let's do a size check. We'll do a weight check. We'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the full length of the pen, we are looking at about 155 millimeters in length. The length of the cap, we are looking about 70 millimeters in length. Now, if we take a look at the length of the body here, we are looking at about 135 millimeters in length. So that is quite a nice length pen, and you can see that there in my hand, that it is actually quite a nice length of pen. I think let's do a weight check. So the full weight of the pen, and bear in mind this is uninked, is just under 32.5 grams. The full weight of the cap, we're looking at just under 11 grams. And then the weight of the body, if it will not roll away, let's see if we can stop it there. Just around 21.5 grams in weight. So 21.5 grams is actually quite a decent weight pen for me. I do have pens lighter than that. I do have pens a lot more weightier. But that for me is actually a nice weight of pen. So I think with that, let's go and do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Scribo Feel in the Verde Bosco. We have a Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero, and this is in the Mediterraneo. We have a Pelikan M800 Royal Gold Rawdon. We have a Pelikan M1000 Rawdon Starlight. We have a Montegrappa Extra 1930 Shiny Lines Dove. We have an Esterbrook Estie, and this is the Cosmic Wine in the Oversize. We have an Esterbrook Estie, and this is the Tanzanite in the Oversize. We have a Ryan Crusac Legend 16 in the Dragon Slayer. We have a Tatcha Miyabi Winter's Breath, and we have a Classic Pens LB5 Kaoseki. Now, I'm going to ink this up with an ink. Now, this is a fine nib on this pen, and I was thinking of either Visconti Bordeaux being a Cosmic Wine pen, or maybe Diamine Wine Divine, but Wine Divine is a shimmering ink. So as it's a fine nib, I'm going to try and not shake up that shimmer too much, because I really don't want the shimmer coming into that pen, because with a fine nib, you're not going to get a huge amount of shimmer there. So we'll try and avoid the shimmer. Now that ink bottle is actually only about half full, so this is going to be interesting to try and fill this. Yeah, it's filling. Try again. So I'm not disturbing the shimmer particles. Now I probably will get some shimmer on that nib, and that's fine. But I'm trying to avoid getting too much shimmer. And you can probably see it here from that bottle rim there. It does have quite a bit of gold shimmer there. So I think we'll put the body back onto the pen, and then we'll go and do a writing sample. So I think with that, let's go and do a writing sample. So this is the Esterbrook, and it is the Estie, and it is the Cosmic Wine, and it is the Oversize. And I got this in a fine nib, and I was tempted to maybe go for a medium nib on this, but I decided in the end I would just go for a fine nib. Now the ink in here is Diamine, and it's Shimmertastic, and it's Wine Divine. But as you saw there, I did try to avoid getting any shimmer from the base of the bottle there. If I just make sure the cap's on, but you will see that there's a lot of shimmer there on the bottom. So I'm just made sure that there wasn't a huge amount of shimmer there. I do like this color as well. So in terms of line variation, definitely I am seeing a Western fine. If I push it a bit harder, I can probably get a Western medium out of it. But that's quite a good experience there. Now, you can also see there's no hard starts or skips, so this nib is pretty well tuned. In terms of ink wetness, let's see. This is a fine nib. But it is quite a wet nib. It's not fire hose wet, but it is still quite wet. So what do I like? What do I not like about this pen? Well, it's a diamond cast material. I have to say I like diamond cast. So for me, diamond cast, I've got a number of pens in diamond cast material. I do love them. So for me, this is certainly a positive for me. I do like the Esterbrook Estie Oversize versions. Not as much the standard size versions. The oversize I find are the right length and also the right girth for the section for me. So I do like that as well. I do like it's a cigar shaped pen. Not that I dislike flat top pens, but I typically prefer the cigar shaped pens. It's got a steel nib on there. It's a cartridge converter as well, so it kind of ticks most of the boxes. The price is a little bit higher than some might expect for a steel nib pen. You're looking in the £200 to £300 range for the Esterbrook Estie Oversizes, depending on the retail shop that you're going to buy it from. This was towards the topper end of that £200 range. I did manage to get a 15% discount as well, so that managed to drop the price down by 15%. If you look at a custom pen maker, you're probably spending around $200 or $250 on a pen. So I think, to be honest, and that will be with a steel nib pen in most cases, it is very close to this. The Esterbrook Estie Oversizes, typically, certainly the diamond cast ones, are a little bit more expensive than the regular versions. So you will, and also a little bit more expensive than the many custom pens as well. So you might find that is a little bit slightly more expensive, but I think it's worth it, honestly. These are really nice pens. They write really well. I could have got a journaler nib on there. I could have got a needle point on there. I'm not a fan of needle points. I could have got a medium or a broad nib. I decided I'd go for a fine, and actually I really do like this fine nib. So for me, that is quite a nice pen, and I now have 5 Esterbrook Esties, so in the oversize and all in the diamond cast material, I should add. So typically, I am liking these pens quite a bit. So there you have it. That's my review of the Esterbrook Estie Oversize in the Cosmic Wine with a fine. It's a steel nib. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye-bye.